It's May 29th and the 29-18 Kansas City Royals. We're in Chicago to face the 15-33 Chicago Cubs. The Royals ace, Chris Archer, on the mound today versus the Cubs. Jason Hamill, let's pick it up. Top four, men on second and third. To Eric Hosmer, 2-1 count. He takes advantage of the fastball. Down low, down the middle. And that's a 2-run single for the Royals cleanup man and an early 2-0 lead against the Cubs starter, Jason Hamill. Still top four, man on second, 2-2 count to Mike Moustakas. And Jorge Soler says no, diving for that one. All 6'4", the big man in right field. The perfect dive, the ball right in his glove. Bottom four, 1-2 count to Starlin Castro. This is the first hit the Cubs had all day. Chris Archer was dealing early. That is Castro's 9th double of the season. Amid the Cubs' 15-33 record, they are struggling in this NL Central. This is an interleague matchup, of course. Their one bright spot, Anthony Rizzo up at the plate with an 0-2 count. That's a rocket to Jose Miguel Fernandez over there at second base, but he has no problems. 2-2 count, one gone. Chris Bryant, that's a double play ball. Moustakas, Fernandez, Hosmer, and Archer is out of the woods. Top five now, 1 inning later. 3-2 count, bases loaded for Lorenzo Cain. And he says, you know what, let me just take this perfectly into the gap to right center field. Bouncing off the door there in center. Fowler, the throw in, but Cain is already into third by the time the throw gets to home plate. Lorenzo Cain, a bases clearing RBI triple, and that's a 5-0 Royals lead against struggling starter Jason Hamill. Let's take another look at this one. Pitch right down the middle, a little late on the swing by Lorenzo Cain, but it ended up working out perfectly. Fowler taking a long time to get there. Getting to balls that bounce off the door is always tough at Wrigley Field. Bottom five now, 2-2 count to Addison Russell. You're gone. Looking at the slider on the outside corner. Bottom six, man on second and third for Dexter Fowler. You're gone. Chris Archer dealing. But the man Anthony Rizzo coming up. 3-2 count, fastball high and in was a mistake. That's it to right field. Alex Rios electing not to dive for that. He's made way too many errors over there on right so far this year. Probably a good decision to allow those 2 runs to score when you have a 5-0 lead. So 5-2 now. Chris Bryant, you're gone, swinging once again. And that's a welcome to the MLB for you. We skip bottom 9. Score still 5-2. Greg Holland does what Greg Holland does, striking out the last batter of the game, Addison Russell, and Greg Holland builds on his league-leading 23rd save of the year. We're almost in June, and Holland is one of the best closers in the game. We sim ahead to early June. It's the 2015 first-year player draft. Taking a look at our number 1 pick, we go with the starting pitcher Henry Sanchez. He's a lefty, 22 years of age. His ETA is 2020. We need starting pitching prospects badly, and we pick one up there. His potential, officially 83. Our second pick, center fielder Buford Flynn, potential 82. Third, Matthew Hundley at third base. Fourth, left fielder Alden Dorwald. Fifth, closing pitcher Todd Barr. Sixth, relief pitcher. And seventh, a second baseman. We're taking a look at Henry Sanchez here, 5'11", 179, and he's not just a starting pitcher. He can play in the field as well. Look at the batting stats. His fielding is horrendous, but he's only 22. He was only just drafted, and those stats could only get better. And this is a serious possibility of us having a starting pitcher who can double as a position player. Our number 2 pick, center fielder Flynn. He's got the fielding, and he's got the bat, and he's got the speed. He can be a very nice prospect, kind of like Jared Dyson on steroids. Take a look at our last pick, Lamont Shipley at second base. He's got it all already. 20 years of age, he's a utility man, can play at third, left, and right. He's got the batting, he's got the fielding, and he's got the stealing rating there. He could be a very nice prospect. I really love that pick in the 7th round. Relief pitcher Kyle Rosado, MLB ETA of next year. He could be some nice fill-in for our horrible bullpen. Other than Davis and Holland, our bullpen not that great. And we also need outfielders pretty badly on the corners. Our center field is fine, and we pick up some guys there. I like the draft we had. Next episode in St. Louis. I'll see you then. Franchise TV, signing off.